Okay, let's start again. Okay, today class is about ratio inequalities. And sometimes I like to call them as a fraction. So let's go through some example. Let's say you got yourself as easy as this. How do we begin? Normally, if you see fraction, what do? You cross multiply, okay? But in this case, you cannot okay, this is one of the biggest sin in inequalities topic. You cannot cross multiply the x when they see there's a inequalities. If it's a normal question such as this one here, 3x plus 5x plus 1 equals to 2, then it's absolutely okay for you to cross multiply here. But if there's inequalities, you cannot cross multiply the x. You cannot cross multiply the x. Why? Because we are not sure whether this is positive or negative. If it's, let's say, the x is negative 5 plus 1, negative 3, if I cross multiply, what happened to the sign? It changed. Okay? But if this one is positive, then it doesn't change. But x can sometimes be a range number, such as negative 5 until 2. So it varies. Sometimes it's negative, sometimes it's positive. So that's one of the main reasons why you cannot cross multiply the x. What's the biggest sin in this topic? You cannot cross multiply x. Okay? So if you look at your friend works and they cross multiply and you say to them, hey, you cannot cross multiply x in inequalities. And you be like, whoa, Mamak ni, where does he learn from? And just say to them, if you study honestly, inshallah, you remember things. Okay, so how do we solve it? For this type of question, since you cannot cross multiply, you bring your 2 to the other side. Okay, so you get yourself 3x plus 5, x plus 1 minus 2, less than 0. And how do we continue from here? Normally we make our denominator the same. X plus 1, x plus 1. Don't forget to multiply this one inside for each of them. So you get yourself negative 2x negative 2 over x plus 1, 3x plus 5, less than 0. So you should be able to get yourself x plus 3, x plus 1, less than 0. Are you guys okay so far? Okay, over here, this is what we call, there's no particular name, but I call this the standard form. What do I mean by standard form? On the right hand side, the right hand side is equals to 0. The left hand side fully factorized. You guys okay? The left hand side fully factorized, the right hand side equals to 0. There are many ways to solve from here, but I'm going to choose the one that's the least confusing of all. There are 3 methods: number line, graph, and table. After 7 years of teaching, today I'll choose table. So you set yourself firstly x plus 3 equals to 0, x plus 1 equals to 0. What do you get? Okay, the virus has spread over here. So you set yourself x plus 3 equals to 0, x plus 1 equals to 0. So x equals to minus 3, s equals to minus 1. When you reach here, you draw the number line. Negative 3, negative 1, negative infinity and infinity. And we make ourselves a table. Okay, this one is less. There's no equal, am I right? So you can just put here. I mean, full dot, whole dot. So x plus 3, x plus 1. Here until here is how much? Negative infinity, negative 3. Close or open bracket? This is open. This is open as well. Why this one is open? Because there's no equal. Okay? From here until here, negative 3, negative 1, open, open. And over here, negative 1, infinity, open, open. Are you guys okay on how I got this one first? So now x plus 3, x negative 1. So we choose one number from negative infinity until negative 3. Let's take a bit extreme. Let's take negative 5. A bit bigger than that. Negative 5 or negative 10. Don't choose the one that's near. So if negative 5 plus 3, negative or positive? We put here negative. Negative 5 plus 1, negative. You guys okay? So what about in between here? Negative 3 until negative 1. Give me a number in between. Why don't you take 0 easier? Okay, negative 2. Sorry. If negative 2. Negative 2 plus 3, negative or positive? Positive. Negative 2 plus 1. What about this one here? You can take 0 or something bigger than that. 5. Positive. 5 plus 1. Positive. You guys okay? Alright, so negative, negative. Positive, positive, negative. Negative, positive, positive. So which one should we take? Why negative? Less than 0 here. So this one is between what range? Negative 3 and negative 1. You guys okay? Okay, some of you might argue, sir, this one it looks very much the same as a number line that you have learned in your SPM days, and I don't deny that fact. But things are still simple for you because there are only 2. I'll show you once we go to more extreme cases. Can I continue? Okay, let's say you got yourself another example. 2x plus 3, x minus 1, 2x minus 1, x plus 3. How do we begin? Can I cross multiply? Why not? You cannot multiply, you cannot cross multiply x when there's an inequalities. Okay? So the easiest way to go through is to bring this one to the left hand side. 2x plus 3, x minus 1 minus 2x minus 1, x plus 3. And how do we continue from here? Well, you have to equalize the denominator. Not much choice, you have to cross multiply within this side. I'm going to skip a bit. X plus 3, x plus 3, x minus 1, x minus 1. I'm going to skip a little bit so we go a bit fast. Down here, should we expand? The denominator, should we expand? Why not? Because at the end of the answers, we want to factorize it back. Remember what I said about just now, about the standard form? The left-hand side, it must be fully factorized. So even if you expand, you have to factorize back. So what for? Don't waste your time. We get ourselves 12x plus 8, x minus 1, x plus 3. Okay, why this one is a standard form? The right hand side equals to 0, the left hand side fully factorized. Are you guys okay? So for this one here, how do we solve it? 12x plus 8 equals to 0. So what is x? Negative 2 over 3. What else? X minus 1 equals to 0. So x is x plus 3 equals to 0. So let's do the number line. Negative 3, negative 2 over 3, 1, negative infinity, infinity. You guys okay? Sorry about that. Are you guys okay? So now we would like to make the table. This one is what until what? Negative infinity, negative 3, negative 2 over 3, negative 2 over 3, 1, 1 until infinity. Okay, I forgot to ask you one question. Is it open or closed bracket? Why open? This one is less than 0, right? So, oh, I got it wrong from the question. Okay, the question has equal here. So there is an equal sign everywhere. So open or close? Here, close for this one here, close for this one. Oh, no. Ha 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 ha. There's a small trap there. Okay. Look carefully. Try and press into your calculator. Can you do this one? 2 over 0. 2 divided 0. You got yourself a maths error, right? So, which one give you maths error? Which one did you know? X minus 1 and x plus 3. So, 1 and negative 3 here. 1 and negative 3 here. It cannot be full dot, it must be whole dot. Understand? Down here is Dino, right? Can we divide by 3? Can we divide by 0? We cannot divide by 0. So x equals to 1 is over here. We must make whole dot. X plus 3, denominator. X negative 3, we must make whole dot. For what about 12x plus 8? It still become a closed dot. Which one which is over here? X equals to negative 2 over 3. Because denominator you cannot divide by 0. That's why it become open. Until here, are you guys okay? Do you want me to explain again? Yes. This one here, why is it full dot? (12x plus 8 equals to 0). Okay, I got myself x equals to negative 2 over 3. Okay, this one is in numerator. Numerator is okay if you got equals to 0. Are you okay with that? You can have numerator equals to 0, have no problem. So we got full dot here. Are you guys okay with this? Okay, but down here, x minus 1 and x plus 3 is denominator. Deno, we cannot make it equals to 0. Are you okay about this fact? Okay, so x minus 1, I give me x plus x equals to 1. I need to make full dot. Why do I make it open? I cannot divide by 0. Are you okay with that fact? I cannot divide by 0, so that's why it's open. Another one here is x plus 3. Give me negative 3. It comes over here, it becomes full dot. Are you okay? Why is it full? Why is it whole dot? Why is it not full? I cannot divide by 0. Are you okay? If you don't understand, I'll explain again. Can you please raise your hand if you don't understand? Okay, let's continue. So we got ourselves just now. If you ever ask me how going to rearrange this one, I'll go from the smallest to biggest. So negative 3, right, over here. Negative 3, x plus 3. And then 12x plus 8. Or I prefer to write it as this. X plus 2 over 3. Just brings this one to that side. It's easier to look at it this way. And finally, this one here, x minus 1. Are you guys okay? Until here, are you guys okay? Basically, over here, negative 3 belong to this guy, so transfer here x plus 3. Over here, negative 2 over 3 belong to this guy, x plus 2 over 3. This one 1 here, refer to this guy, transfer here x minus 1. Are you okay? So now we put in the numbers like just now. Choose one number between here. Negative 4 and negative 5, can that? Negative 4 plus 3. Negative. Negative 4 plus 2 over 3. Negative. Negative 4 minus 1. See negative. Are you okay? Allahu Akbar. Class, I forgot to change this one. This one is open bracket, right? So it's open. This one, open. This one, close. Close. Open. 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 Are you okay? So choose one number in between. Negative 2. So negative 2 plus 3. Positive. Negative 2 plus 2 over 3. Negative. Negative 2 minus 1. Negative. Continue here. Choose one number in between. 0. Positive. Positive. Oops. Mental override. What about here? Choose one number. 2, 5. 5 is okay. I like 5 lah. Positive, positive, positive. So now we got a need. And right now, choosing negative, positive, negative, positive. Which one should we take as our final answers? Why the negative? Less than. Okay? Here's less. So our final answer will be this one here and this one here. How do we combine these two answers? You put a union sign. So negative infinity, negative 3, open, or union with negative 2 over 3, 1. This one is open, close. Are you guys okay? Are you following me? You're not that yet? Good. Okay, class, let's go through some weird example. Let's say you give us something like this. 12 x minus 3 more and equals to x plus 1. How do you begin? Bring the right hand side to the left part. I'll calculate mostly for you. And how do we continue from here? How do we continue from here? Equalize the deno. X minus 3. X minus 3. I'll help you here. A friendly reminder from here, don't forget to multiply the negative to all of them. And how do you complete here? Negative x squared plus 2x plus 15 over x minus 3 more and equals to 0. Any suggestion on how should we continue? Are we done? Why not? The left hand side, it has not yet been fully factorized. How do you factorize this one here? Calculator. Okay. And what do you get? So x minus what? X minus 5, x plus 3 over x minus 3. Are you guys okay? Satisfied? Understand? If you continue from here, you will lose 5 marks in above. There is a slight mistake here. Because when you factorize your negative just now, when you factorize this one here, there's a negative there. Your calculator, it calculates this way. X squared plus 2x plus 15 equals to 0. Your calculator doesn't calculate when it's inequalities form. So for it, it doesn't matter. It just times the negative. And then your calculator got it this way. So what happened here in your calculator? It times negative. For equal, it doesn't matter. It's just fine. But in your case, it's not. Why? You got inequality sign. So my advice at this moment here, before you press your calculator, be human for a moment. Do these steps. X squared minus 2x minus 15 x minus 3 less or equals to 0. Okay, times negative. And what happened here? Change sign. Are you okay? And then only you press your calculator, which gives you here. But don't forget, the sign has been changed. Are you okay with that? Okay, over here on your own, try yourself to solve it by table. Viewers, please test. I'm going to pause the video for a while. So here, that's quite. I made some. Okay, let's try. So we stop here just now when we have reached the standard form. And let's continue. I make some improvement in my working. I label myself which one is the numerator. I label myself which one is the denominator. It's a bit of improvement. So I know numerator, I know denominator, I got here. And when I rearrange in number line, I got myself as this. And we choose from x negative 3 first, right? We start from here, negative 3. It's from here, so x plus 3. Here 3. This one here, x minus 3. And 5. You go back, x minus 5. Are you guys okay? And we learned just now, my goodness, this one here is negative infinity until negative 3. Okay, now how are we going to determine whether they are open or closed? For the numerator, it needs to be, yes, equal, right? For the numerator, it needs to be closed. For the denominator, it needs to be open. That's a bit of improvement. So here, open, close, close, open, open, close, close, open. Okay? Now what about choosing the negative, positive? If negative 5, negative, 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 somewhere in between, 0 is here, positive, negative, negative. I'm not going to write 0 again. Over here, 4 is good, positive, positive, negative. Here, 7 to 10, 10 is here. Positive, positive, positive. See, nice shape. So, negative, positive, negative, positive. Which one should we take as our final answers? Less or more? Why less? This one is more. This one is more. This one is more. Because there's change over here. Or through our last examples, last lessons, he has cheated over here. So don't trust the upper part. Okay, no matter how many times he say I love you, but once he cheated, he's always cheated. So we take less. How do we combine our answers? Negative infinity, negative 3. Union with this one here. Are you guys okay? Understand? Do you want me to repeat them again? Okay. This is the least confusing way. Okay, now try this question on your own. Not going to help you. (3x squared plus x minus 4, 2x squared minus 3x minus 2 more than 0. No solutions from me. Try it out. Okay, this is the full working steps. Very, very long indeed. This numerator goes to these two. Denominator goes to these two. Since this is a non-equal, so it's all open. And if you rearrange them neatly, negative 4 over 3, this one here, negative 2 over 3 over here, negative 1, 1 is over here, and 2 is this one here. And the graph is very neat. But plus, minus, plus, minus, plus, minus. It's easy for you to find the answers. Which is positive because it's more than 0. Right. Yeah, sorry, just a slight one. Negative 1 over 2. Okay, here's just a negative 1 over 2. You guys okay? No. Which part? This of course this is the hardest topic. Something that even I'm afraid of. Okay, so from here how do we continue? You factorize, you got yourself x minus 1, x plus 4 over 3, x minus 2, x plus 1 over 2. Okay with that one? Then we open it up. Yeah, numerator. Deno. X minus 1 equals to 0, x equals to 1, x plus 4 over 3, x equals to negative 4 over 3, x minus 2 equals to 0, x equals to 2, x plus 1 over 2 equals to 0, x equals to negative 1 over 2. Until here, you guys okay? So now we do the number line. Negative 4 over 3, negative 1 over 2, 1, 2, infinity, negative infinity. You guys okay? I sort of recommend because we want to connect them up and we want to determine whether it's open or closed, but this case is there's no equal, so everything is open. If there's an equal here, only numerator is closed. Denominator, no close. Denominator must be open. Why denominator must be open? You cannot divide by 0. You okay? So once here, we got ourselves negative infinity, negative 4/3, negative 4/3, negative 1/2, negative 1/2, 1, 1, 2, to infinity. Until here, guys, okay? So now we put in the numbers back. Complete the table first. X plus 4/3. This one here, x plus 1/2. This one here, x minus 1. This one here, x minus 2. Until here, are you guys okay? Are you okay? Because you said just now everything, now you're looking at your phone. So where's the everything? I'm repeating here just for you, you know. I'm repeating this one just for you because you said everything. And now you got scored in YouTube already. So we got everything here. Are you okay? Which part you got confused just now? Now are you guys okay? What's wrong just now? Okay now already? Do you want me to repeat this one again? Please raise your hand. This topic is the hardest one, okay? Because this one can be around 13 marks in exams. It has one of the highest marks. And there's too many tricks. There's a lot of tricks. Okay, one more trick question that you might get is this one. Okay, class, look carefully. This one has a trick questions. How do you continue? Bring to the left side. X over x minus 2 minus 2 over x plus 6. And then cross multiply. X plus 6, x plus 6. X minus 2. X minus 2. I'll help you up over here. You will get yourself somewhere like this. Why do we only expand the top? We do not expand the denominator? Because we have to factorize again, so there's no point. Until here, you guys okay? Okay, factorize them for me. Go on, use your calculator as usual. What do you got for the top? Can we agree what you got from your calculator is that? This is what you got from your calculator, okay? May I borrow one? Let's show to the audience. Let's become famous for one moment. 144. Only x equals to minus 2. and nothing else. Okay? But then again, is it logic for you? Is it logical x plus 2 you got yourself squared? So what happened here? There is a square. Alright? So in other words, there is another x plus 2. Right? There is a squared here. So instead of squared, I write down as x plus 2. You guys okay? Okay, try and solve this on your own. Okay, viewers, you may want to try it on your own. Okay, you should get your table something like this. Only this one is closed. Why? Because this one is the numerator. Okay, that's equal at numerator. Denominator, both open. Okay, something that I want you to have a particular look is that how many x plus 2 we have? We have 2 here. So both of them exist over here. You need to have 2. Okay, so if there's a, instead of square, it's a cubic, then you're going to have all 3. Be careful. So if we put the sign, we should get ourselves negative, 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 negative. What is one here? Negative, negative. Let's say negative 4. Sorry, negative 4, we got to say positive first. Positive, negative, negative. What about here? What number? Put 0. Positive, 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 negative. I'm not going to write down 0 again. All positive. So, positive, negative, negative, positive. Which one is our answers? Why is negative? Because it's less. Okay. The answers is quite tricky as well. So if we combine these two answers, we should get ourselves negative 6, negative 2, close union, negative 2 and 2. Should we leave our answer in this form? What's wrong with these answers? These two, since they are close and close, we can combine them up. Negative 6 until 2. Why can we combine them? Because we have them. It's close. We have negative 2, we have negative 2, so we combine. Okay, let's say, just say, okay? Let's just say if our answers is instead is negative 6, negative 2, negative 2, 2, can we combine? We can't because there's no negative 2. Okay? So this is our final answers. Are you still alive? Today is going to be tough. I already warned you. Okay. What about if you are given this type of questions? This is the final question for fractions, for ratio inequalities. How do you solve this one? What type of question is this? It's a in between. If in between, how do you solve? SSC. So we split them up first. Combine, C for combine. So how do we solve this one? Which one are you going to bring to one side? If you want to make your life easy, then bring this one to that side. What about this one here? Bring the 4 to this side. It's going to be a very, very long working. I'm going to help you out a bit. Well, if we bring it that side, it's still bigger than 0, right? Can just change it a bit. Until here, you guys okay? So if we try to solve them up, sorry, I'm going to quicken our process. We haven't yet combined. We are still in the solving part. Can you solve these two? Try now. Which one? Okay. The question that's equal. I missed in the questions. My bad. There's one in the question. I keep on forgetting about the equal sign. Sorry, it's a sign of me getting old. Can you solve this one? Can you solve this one? Give me the answers. Okay, you should get here. This one is closed. Sorry, I was wrong just now. Okay, we have just split. We have just solved. We haven't yet combined. How do we combine them? How do we combine them? The least negative. We don't have negative this time. Just have 1 over 2. 1. 4 over 3. Okay, you combine them just the same way as how you combine the in-between before this. But I would like to ask you, how many levels are we going to have? Berapa tingkat? 4, 3, 2, 1. How many levels? We're going to only have 2 levels. One is for this one here. Another one is for this one here. Okay, when you combine them, it's not like how we did number line for when in ratio inequalities. When you combine them, we combine like in between. Just how many answers do you have? So there's only 2 levels. So where do they intersect? This one here and this one here. Open or close? Close. Another one is close. 4 over 3 till infinity. How do we combine these 2 answers? We union them up. Come. Okay. We union them up. Big union there. And we can do this one. Please don't do that in exams. You guys okay? That's a tough one. It's a very tough one. That's why in exams, this is the one that have the most marks for this topic. And yeah, it's tiring. Okay. Share, like, and subscribe. Comment.